Hey guys, Erika Shante here again, and I want to make a cocktail that I've been thinking about all week. So first, I would like to say I made a very special syrup that I'm excited to share. I have fresh blueberry juice from my parents' farm, well, their garden farm, and it was juiced by my mom, and I made a syrup with palm sugar, a sugar that I am now obsessed with. I came across it when I was doing cocktails a few months ago for Cavassier, and it was like Thailand themed cocktails. And I came across this palm sugar in its raw form. So you got to be careful with this. This is absolutely delicious by itself. Or it adds a nice caramel note to your cocktail. It's not the highlight in this, but I do like the texture and the type of sugar, and it's just a little bit more natural from the sap. So this cocktail, it's going to be very simple and straightforward. I did a mint blueberry syrup. So what I did was just put the blueberry juice in. I added the mint, let it simmer for a bit, and then I added the palm sugar. And sometimes it takes a little bit to break down the sugar, longer than a refined sugar, of course. So you just stir it until it's nice and complete. So I'm pairing this. This is my first time absolutely making this cocktail though. So I'm going to pair it with a gin. This one, it's like a nice, exquisite, herbaceous gin. I have Peychaud's bitters, and then I have a sweet vermouth. So yeah, let's get into this together for the first time. So first, oh, and I also have lime handy, and you'll see why later. So let's start with some bitters. 3 dashes of bitters, Peychaud's bitters to add a little bit of spice note, a little clove. Let's do 3/4 of an ounce. I didn't add as much palm sugar to this, so it won't be heavily sweet, but I wanted that heavy mint, so it's like really minty and refreshing. Let's add our sweet vermouth. Let's just do a half an ounce of that just to add a little bit more depth to the cocktail. 2 ounces of gin. All right. So I wanted to stir this cocktail just because it's nice. It's refined flavors. The blueberry juice is nice and light. The palm sugar, the gin, the bitters, and I wanted to incorporate lime in a way. At first, I was like, maybe a shaken cocktail, maybe it can be a martini style cocktail. But I was just like, no, I want that lime element in there to pair well with that mint, but just in a different way. So I'm going to get some of that lime oil and just place it in there. And now let's stir. Let's just grab. I use my hands a lot when I'm making cocktails for myself. But let's put a large cube in the glass and pour it over. It's such a pretty color. Wow. I'm using a colored glass, but you can still see how beautiful the color is. And next, I want to get some lime zest to go on top of this cocktail just to bring some beauty to the top and aromatics. It's doing two things for us. And next, some of that mint. Slap it around the glass. Massage it a bit. And then place it in there. Wow. This is gorgeous. All right, let's give it a sniff. I love that. It's so beautiful. So when I give it a sniff, I can smell the lime zest. I can smell the mint, and they marry so well together on the nose. Oh wow. This it tastes like, even though I use lime, it kind of tastes like a nice soft tea lemonade blend. This can really sneak up on someone. It's light, it's refreshing. I can taste the blueberry, the palm sugar, the lightness of that, and the undertone of caramel, and a little bit of the clove, the spiciness in the clove. Wow, this is really nice. Let me know if you enjoy it yourself. So, cheers and happy summer. I'm about to go have a good time.